Attempted assassination of former President Trump.
KCRA 3's Andres Valle joins us right now. He's live in the newsroom for us. So Andres, you spoke to people in Sacramento about their reaction to all this, and what were they telling you?
Well, it's really just kind of a mixed bag from everybody I spoke to, many of them sharing their support for former President Trump, and some of them not so much. But one thing for sure is that no matter where your political views align, a lot of them say violence like this needs to stop.
That's a big shock for me when I saw that. That's not nice in this democratic country.
I mean, it's crazy despite political preferences, and it's a political person, and it's just crazy that that happened, especially on live TV.
You know, I'm not a supporter of him, but what happened to him is wrong. Whether you like the guy, love the guy, it doesn't matter. People have a right to do what they want to do. You know, if you want to run for president, then run for president. That's what our democracy is about.
Opinions being voiced in Doco.
Take a look at what happened.
A day after the country saw what's being investigated as an assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. His supporters rallying behind him.
I love the guy. He's a great guy. We all stand with you. We will vote you. We don't scare from nobody.
Others sharing their honest thoughts, like this man who didn't want to provide his name with us.
I'm not saying I support what the shooter did. I do not. But you know, people are scared. This guy's a dangerous person. This guy is not only going to destroy America, he's going to destroy the world if he comes back into office. So I'll tell you my honest opinion. That's my honest opinion, sir.
And as the November election gets closer, freshly turned 18-year-olds like Nadia Knight are at a loss for words when it comes to choosing a president.
It's just weird. Like, y'all supporting this man, but at the same time, I don't support what Biden is doing either. But y'all got to look at it as, yeah, what's coming to this world? Y'all got to think of it.
Others wanting to voice their message of respecting each other's opinions.
Yeah, I have my views on politics, but you know, I also respect the other side. I think that's a huge portion of it, is the respect between the different sides.
The man has a right to run for president, has a right to speak his mind, and things like that shouldn't happen.
It's not nice. If you want to change something, you have to change it when it's a voting time. We don't want violence. We don't want shooting, killing.
And another thing I kept hearing today from everyone I spoke to was how they feel that the country is extremely divided right now. Many of them not being able to express their solutions on how to fix that either. Live in the newsroom, I'm Andres Valle for KCRA 3 News.